Yeonjun Jaejin Doyoung, who will fight for custody, and Sarah, who has a weakness of being a drug patient. Haejong, who is afraid of the mother-in-law of a chaebol house, and the death of Myeong-no. Haejong saw Taewook's mother-in-law so close that they were married to Dong-eun. I run to Dong-eun and kneel down and apologize for the past, but Dong-eun does not blink. When no method works, Haejong's nature immediately pops out. Dong-eun decides not to meet Taewook's mother-in-law on the condition that she becomes her own words to Haejong. Doyoung and Yisol are going home after the observation class. Jaejun is looking at Yisol from a distance. How can I get my veins back? Dong-eun, who came out to meet Jaejun, finds Jaejun putting eye drops and recalls the past. Dong-eun, who came out to meet Jaejun, finds Jaejun putting eye drops and recalls the past. Dong-eun, who smirked and mocked Jaejun's painful past as if nothing happened. Then and now, the nature of bullying people just for fun remains unchanged. Jaejun warns not to touch Yisol while forcing Dong-eun's scar. Dong also aims to use Yisol to destroy Yeonjun's family, and Jaejun aims to bring Yisol when Yeonjun divorces. Dong, who informed us that each other's interests are the same. The person who was staring at me as if he was going to eat me up until now is nowhere to go, and Jaejun asks for a handshake. Yeonjun yells at Yisol after returning from the observation class and blames her for not telling her everything. The meeting between Doyoung and Jaejun, Yisol's secrets and her past are all revealed. Doyoung meets the two of them to ask Haejong, who is crazy about luxury goods, for information. Yeonjun, unaware of this fact. Doyoung asks directly what Yeonjun was like in the past and what kind of relationship he had with Dong-eun. Haejong, who talked about it since she first became the target after Sohee died. He returns with a luxury bag after saying, let's find out what happened more through a conversation between the couple. Doyoung happened to see the journey at Go Park. It was a coincidence for Doyoung, but it was a plan for her journey. On the premise that he accidentally passed by Doyoung here, he played Go with the elderly. He hints to Doyoung about revenge with Dong-eun. Doyoung, who came back after learning all the facts, immediately asks Yeonjun. However, Yeonjun does not want to know about her dirty past, but rather hides it and lives without knowing it. Doyoung looks at Yeonjun with a meaningful expression. Kyungran, who saw the wound on Yeonjun's foot as she changed her shoes. Yeonjun asks to change the band, but Yeonjun shouts that shoes are the problem. Since when was it created and why was it created? Yeonjun realizes that she really loves Doyoung after hearing Jaejun, who came to encourage the divorce, saying, do you love your husband? Even if it was distorted love. It was love. Rather, Jaejun's words became poisonous. Yeonjun nervously wipes out. What's on her shoes? Maybe there's something that shouldn't be buried. He puts down the shoes he was wiping and calls somewhere. The recipient is none other than Yeonjun. While Hyun-nam is following her at a fortune teller's shop, a woman finds out that she has something to do with Yeonjun. Yeonjun and Yeonjun seem to intend to use Dong-eun's mother again this time. Yeonjun's men, who forced Dong-eun into a car accident, are watching Dong-eun's mother from a distance. Dong, who asks why the house password is 3724. 3724 was the prisoner number of the psycho killer who killed the father of the journey. The journey of living in the afterimage of a criminal. Maybe he's living in hell like Dong-eun. Learning that she has consistently sent letters to her son, the mother of the journey visits the killer Kang Myung-cheon. The content of the letter, in which only the words of regretting everything are repeated, is just a means of fun for the murderer to reduce his sentence. When asked why he sent the letter, all he had to say was, out of it. Jaejun was thinking while looking at Yisol's painting held in the hand that asked for a handshake. That's when a phone call comes in. Aesara, who found out about the disappearance report of the dead Myeong-no, was angry until the tip of her head and called everyone up. Sarah, who grabs Haejong's hair and threatens to kill her if the police investigation comes into her. Haejong, who has no choice but to stand on Dong-eun's side, is likely to go crazy in the middle. Revenge comes with a price. Showing a bag full of dollars in cash, Dong told Hyun-nam to deposit money in his bank account. It tells you that it is a fund for Sunah's study abroad. For a moment to be surprised and grateful, a word like a bolt from the blue that comes to Dong-eun. There's no future of having a warm dinner with Suna. Hyun-nam, Sunah's ex-wife, will soon become a conspiracy to kill her husband, which is not good at all for her daughter Sunah. Dong, who says he should give up Sunah instead of sending her to a safe place to study abroad. Doyoung visits Dong-eun and tries to get to the bottom of the case. What kind of action will Doyoung take after hearing Dong-eun's words? At the same time, Yeonjun tries to break into Dongjin's house with money from a repairman. Point of connection with the first scene. After entering Dong-eun's house, Yeonjun gets goosebumps when she sees pictures of the perpetrators, including herself, stuck on the wall. I can't believe everything was planned. Yeonjun regrets having to kill them. The journey visits the mortuary of Seoul State Hospital to check on the body of Yoon So-hee, but someone has already taken it away. The person who appeared in front of Yeonjun, who was nervous about how to deal with the future while burning cigarettes, is none other than Doyoung. Two people gathered at Dong-eun's house. What did he hear from Dong-eun and how far did he know? Dong, who returned to the words of his journey that he should just play Go while giving the go, a black stone means a little more advantageous. The first step toward making a decision in favor of oneself. Donghoon's Go game starts now.